Hi, you mortgage fam. Corey Burns from Business Innovation. This video is to walk you through how to create e-signable documents for your borrower in their needs list using the native Arive e-sign feature. You'll see here on my screen, we are in an example file and looking at the needs list tab for the borrower. We are going to create a new needs list item that can be e-signed by the borrower. I'm going to click Add Needs List Item here. We'll see a familiar menu. What we're going to do is click Add Need, go to Custom, Custom Document. You can pick any category that is appropriate. For this particular example, I'm going to use Miscellaneous. And for title and description, we will use Test LOX. Keep in mind, on the needs list that you send out, the description text here will be the only piece that goes out and is visible immediately to the borrower, so make sure that it is appropriately verbose. I'm going to click Add Need, and similar to other custom needs we have, we'll be taken to this screen confirming some of the details. Where things are going to change is the need type. We're going to click Get Client Signatures. If there were multiple borrowers here, we would be able to select which need to sign or both. A little checkbox here indicating if the loan officer needs to e-sign this document, and then we can pick how we attach the document, whether it's already in our documents as an existing one, or if we're going to upload a new document. For this particular example, I'm going to upload a new document. You'll see the familiar screen here for uploading documents, and I'm going to add my example LOX form to this page. We'll upload, and we'll see that it now shows as one of the items for e-signature. Next, we're going to click Setup e-sign. You'll see that it'll take us to the Arive native e-sign setup page. There's only a few options to select here. The most common ones you'll be using will be adding the signature and date, and you can click and drag these wherever they're needed. If you've generated the form in Arive directly, some of these forms may pre-fill. In this particular case, I'll be adding a text box here so the borrower can type in the additional information I need, and then I've added a signature and date block to fill in those necessary items. Once I'm done, I'll click the Save button. It takes me back here, and you'll see it's indicated the e-sign is set up. And now I can save or send my needs list item directly. Let's use another example that would be maybe a bit more complicated. I have a prior address form from our credit bureau that I want the client to fill in through our e-sign tool. Let me walk you through how we would do that. We're going to add a new need, and like before, we're going to use a custom need and fill in some information. Same as before, we're going to note get client signatures. The loan officer does not need to e-sign, and I'll be uploading a new document. And we'll go to our Setup e-sign page. You'll notice as this loads, there's a lot more fields and places to make selections. So we'll get to use our other tool in our toolbox, the checkbox. I'm going to drag and apply this checkbox over where I want a checkable item. You'll see here on the left, we can check if it's a required field or not. Keep in mind, if we note it's a required field, the borrower will not be able to proceed until they check that box. And if they are making a selection, you want to make sure that that required field is not checked. Otherwise, they would have to pick all options to proceed. A convenient little tip here is that when you have one selected, This little duplicate button is right next to it. You can click that to make another checkbox very quickly. This is nice when you're filling in a form with places to click that might have a lot of checkboxes necessary. We'll stick another text box in there as well for this example part and expand it to fill some of this section. And then we'll add our signature and date here at the bottom like we did before. That looks good for our purposes. I'm going to save. If you have other questions about how to use this tool, please reach out to your team lead or the business innovation team.